banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's review, turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he thinks, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly. Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the foam ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Thursday night, and you know what that means? It's Wrestling with Knuckleheads. We in the building live and in living color. What's going on, everybody? Shit. Oh, man. Saturday night main event is this Saturday. And who knew? We watch Raw every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just popped up on us. By the way, the women are defending their tag team titles at Saturday night main event. And I'm like, what? When the fuck this happened? Am I bugging? Did y'all know about Saturday night main event before Io Shirai and Rhea was supposed to defend their titles against Roxanne and Liv? I didn't even realize there was a Saturday night main event coming on, because next week is the Rumble. Why wouldn't you have that match in the Rumble? Oh man, hold on. I thought I put my AC on and the shit didn't want to fucking on. But yeah, I'm like, I thought that shit was supposed to happen. All right, but shit. And then I don't even know what else was happening in the Saturday night main event. To me, that almost seemed like they don't want us to fucking watch it. Yeah, there's advertisements all over the fucking place now for this. Oh yeah, see, look, you gotta get the Premium Plus. Oh, you get Apple TV and Peacock. For what? You see, I went to see who's gonna be on that night main event. This shit took me to Pay Now. Forever hold your peace. What else is happening on the fucking Saturday night main event? The Royal Rumble is gonna be at 2:00 in the afternoon. and we ain't gonna be able to see it. So Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. Then Orton versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn, undisputed WWE number one contendership fatal 4-way match. Rhea Ripley and EO versus Liv and Roxanne. And that's it. So 3 matches. I guess so, because usually Saturday Night Main Event isn't really... What's going on, normal guy? Saturday Night Main Event isn't really like a PLE, so it's just a couple of matches. But they really suck at promoting this shit. Like, if they wanted this shit to be big, wouldn't they, like, have promoted this shit a while ago? At least let people know, like, hey, by the way, there's a Saturday Night Main Event coming up. Not just the week before. You know, that's one of the beautiful parts about wrestling, was being able to anticipate the shows. And like, yo, we got this coming up, we got that coming up. And they built stuff up for that show and for this show. And now we don't even know when the fuck shit's happening. We don't know when shit's happening. And SmackDown seems like, yeah, this is SmackDown show, so that way the Rumble is all Raw. Because it's 2 matches from SmackDown, 1 match from Raw. And usually the PLE's all Raw. Yeah, this Saturday is the Saturday Night Main Event where Rhea Ripley and EO are defending their tag team titles against Liv and Roxanne. And the number one contendership for the WWE Championship is happening in the Fatal 4-Way. And Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. At Saturday Night Main Event. Don't have Drew, who's the champion, wrestle. No. We don't need that. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. No more. It's crazy. Like, you promote the shit out of Unreal, so that way we can see that you fucked up with R-Truth, and you fucked up with LA Knight, which is crazy in its own right, because, by the way, DJ's not gonna be able to make it tonight, so I guess we're gonna have a free-for-all. But if you watch the Unreal, I haven't watched it, but I've seen the little bits and pieces of the Unreal, and they're talking about the Money in the Bank match, and LA Knight was supposed to look like the second guy in it, and he was supposed to pull down Seth, and Seth was supposed to pull him down, and then he was supposed to pull him down again, this, that, and they wanted to build so much drama, and then they got disappointed in him when it didn't happen the way they wanted it to. And I was watching a short of Steve Richards talking about it, and they were saying how this guy has heat, like he's over, like he's popular with the fans, and it's like generic. He generically became popular with the fans, and he questioned if they're doing the same thing to him that they did to Zack Ryder, where it's apparent that everybody and their mother knew that Zack Ryder got squashed because he got over on his own. Because he got popular on his own doing the YouTube Long Island IC internet champion thing. And they gave him the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, and then they sent him packing. For, to keep a long story short, that's pretty much what happened. Because after that, it was non-consequential. He did the little thing with John Cena and Eva Torres, and it was just... Psh. And even Mendez. No, wait, with whoever. It's not about him, but it's crazy that's like the thing now. Are they Zack Ryder in them? And this is a different administration. And dude, I'm not surprised that this shit is happening at all. I am not surprised that they're doing the same exact shit to these wrestlers that Vince was doing. It's like they learned from him and they decided we're not going to evolve nothing. But then everybody wants to give H the benefit of the doubt because of what he did with NXT. Meanwhile, Tommaso Ciampa's not resigning. He's already gave his his farewell speech, and because his contract is running up soon. He's already said goodbye. And that was Triple H's guy. That was during the Black and Gold. Tommaso Ciampa was one of the guys. He was one of the champions, and him and Gargano were going at it. Him and Goldie. Remember the Goldie storyline? He was holding that belt like it was precious. Like it was the ring, and he was Gollum or whatever they call him. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy. Finn Balor, another one. He was the guy. Not no more. Now they just went back to the WWE format, as they like to say. Then they get mad at LA Knight. What was he supposed to do? Oh yeah, go up there. Climb. To me, the way that it was described, it sounded stupid. You're gonna climb, he's gonna pull you down. Then he's gonna climb, you're gonna pull him down. Then you're gonna climb, and then he's gonna pull you down. You pull him down, and he pulls you down. Like, there's 7 people in this match. How many times you are gonna go climbing? Like, are you not gonna hit each other? Like, you just gonna keep trying to climb up? That's what the little snippet I saw. That's what it sounded like. What Triple H was telling him when he was yelling at him after the match. Because that just sounds confusing. And the best part is they show a little bit more, because I'm seeing videos about that. They show a little bit more, and the next scene is they're talking about Penta. And this is Paul Heyman saying that Penta got it. Penta's fucking over. He got something, right? And then they put Penta in there with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. Put him with the Colognes. Yeah, it's a famous thing that Carlito said during his father's Hall of Fame, and when they inducted his father in the Hall of Fame. And in the Colognes. Like, now they got they got their new version of the Colognes. How popular does a wrestler have to be with the fans? Or how over does a wrestler have to be with the fans for them to go, you know what, let's do something with him? You know? Like, Dominic's hurt, and they're no one knows that he's the Intercontinental Champion. And they don't do nothing with nobody, but they'll give credit. They give credit to these people, like, oh, you know, you get over with the fans, but we can't do nothing with you. What kind of shit is this? What kind of shit is this? You can't even give him his own beef with somebody, his own little run of something. Like, nope, he got to be in a 6-man tag team, the mother's ass, all the fucking time. And then you try to do something with him and Rusev, and then Rusev is now being packaged differently because guess what? We didn't get him coming back as Rusev, doing the same shit he did when he left. One, because he left a long time ago and the people watching now probably don't recognize him. Or 2, the shit didn't work before he left, and now when he came back doing the same shit, it's not gonna work again. It worked when he was Miro. He put a little Miro in that Rusev, but that wasn't enough. And the Street Profits, don't even get me started with that. How many times you gonna repackage them? This is like the 5th time that you're gonna repackage the Street Profits. The Street Profits had no problem. There was no problem with the Street Profits. The fans love the Street Profits. But what, they don't fit your characteristics? How do you... The simplest thing in the world, the Street Profits, they want to smoke. They want to go and be the best. So they're up and they want to smoke. So whoever's the champion, they want to fight. Whoever's the contender, they want to fight them. What's so bad? What's so horrible about that? What do you need to repackage them for? What more are you gonna put leather jackets on them and chains around their neck, and now they're gonna be the fucking cast to beat it? Like what more do they have to be? Like Montez Ford and Dawkins, they already got it. They're already there. The Motor City Machine Guns, believe it or not, was a huge acquisition for the WWE in the tag team division, and you fucked that up. You ever think maybe that these people ain't getting over because of you and not because of them? Maybe you don't need to repackage them. Maybe you just need to fucking do something with them. Other than the same goddamn match over and over and over again. The SmackDown tag team division is non-existent. Their tag team champions are wrestling in Triple R against a storyline that, if you're not paying attention, only watching when they advertise they're on, you'd have no idea why they're fighting. Then Solo and his crew, which I don't know what is the MJF? No, my guy, you remember Solo's crew's name, the MBV or whatever the fuck? They're coming around looking like the gorillas of Destiny with the face paint and shit from Japan at the house shows, because you see all the videos of the house shows. Then they got the lantern from Uncle Howdy, I guess. And I'm like, yo, this shit would be dope if they did this on TV. It seems like every time they do something, it's on a house show. And yeah, I know they've been painting their face, but what is it like that? What's the point of them painting their face if you're not even going to treat them like there's somebody worth giving a shit about? I know, who was it? Taquan, was it last week? I think it was last week. He was talking about he watched SmackDown twice. No, either last week or Monday. He was talking about he watched SmackDown the last 2 weeks and it was pretty good. And I'm pretty sure it was. But it's also been very bad and very stale and very repetitive. And Monday Night Raw is the same shit. You're lacking substance. And it's, I don't know how many times I have to say it, maybe till I'm blue in the face or till somebody hears it. I know there's going to be plenty of people that is going to dispute the facts of the case with their opinions and how they feel. That's fine. If you want to dispute what I'm saying, please do it in your head. Because, you know, usually you're wrong. But they're just doing shit to do shit now. There's no plan. Because it seems like everything is a test. Let's give Braun Breaker something. Oh, he passed that. Now let's see how this looks here. Bro, what are you doing? And then, yo, listen, just a little fun fact. Me and Hoach was talking about it on Monday. You want to talk shit about Jey Uso getting blown up? CM Punk looked like he was blown up in the beginning of that match. He did that little roll through to do the go to sleep to Finn Balor, and he took so long doing that. And I'm like, why was Finn Balor still in that position when nothing happened to him? You know, I want to sit here and like wrestling, but I can't do it when you keep spitting in my face. Like you're challenging our intelligence here. You are legitimately insulting our intelligence. You know, Finn Balor proved he should have been champion. I would have got the balls and gave Finn Balor the championship. Even if that means he loses it at the Rumble or at Elimination Chamber, something. Let him fucking be, bro. You have all these, and it may not feel like that to these wrestlers. I know Chelsea Green saying someone has to win, someone has to lose, and all that other stuff, and I get it, and I admire her way of looking at things, but for us fans, it feels like abuse at this point. Abuse of him, abuse of us. Like, I'm tired of you just making these wrestlers feel important for that moment when they're a lot bigger than the moment. Like, Finn Balor should have been somebody we're talking about winning the championship for years now. And we have been saying, what are you're not doing shit with the man. And then out of nowhere, he's at home now. Now look, see, he could be a world champion. Nah, man. You fucked up any fucking momentum that he may have had after he got hurt during his fucking Universal title match with Seth Rollins. All that shit went to shit, and he never got it back. And what? You're afraid that he may get hurt again, and he never got hurt again. He got in better shape. This man is holding the fucking Judgment Day together. he shit. JD McDonough did his thing, and now a lot of people are giving him props for what he's doing in Judgment Day. But this shit seemed like a waste of fucking time. Like, you're wasting him and JD McDonough and the women just for Dominic. You're wasting that shit. And it's tiring, bro. It is tiring. You don't even fucking promote the events anymore. You can't promote the wrestlers. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, everybody, he got such a great mind. Well, why don't you put it to use? Why don't you put it to fucking use? It's crazy. You put a few episodes of Unreal and everybody got some shit to say about Road Dogg, Bruce Pritchard, Triple H, Paul Heyman, Chelsea Green, LA Knight. Everybody got something to say. And then you watch some of the shit that they use the back. I'm like, oh, y'all just stupid. I don't even want to say you're stupid. You're scared. Y'all just scared. And I think that's even worse. It's stupid. You could be like, you know what? They probably just didn't see the talent in this dude, or they just don't know how to make a storyline for him. You're just scared. You're scared. You can't have so many people in the room that put together so much shit in this business for so many years, and you can't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men to get over. Come on now. Shit. And I didn't hear the whole thing, but I saw a line saying that Vince Russo was saying that Io Scott jumping in the arms of Triple H was inappropriate. I can see where he's coming from, especially when there's a lot of talks about sleeping their way to the top. I'm not saying Io did any of that, but I remember when Riho in AEW was women's champion. I think it was Jim Cornette that was saying that shit about her and Omega. Like, these women don't get a fair shake anyway, but it's like, let's say you're putting a little bit too much effort in the women. May not have to do anything sexually. It's just, where's the effort for these guys? You see, because people like to be like, oh, it's not him, it's TKO's fault. TKO's fault. I don't see no member of TKO in any of these meetings and any of the reels saying, as a member of TKO, we can't allow you to do this. We want you to push these guys. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is the same guy that stood behind Shawn Michaels that said we will not say fuck, shit, damn, cocksucker, all that other shit to you, the USA Network, when the USA Network said y'all niggas is crazy. And then y'all rebelled against them, and they were like, you know what, that was kind of cool. Keep that shit. Come on, man, with this shit. Like, get out my face. Get out my face. I don't want to believe that you got nothing for these people. It's hard to believe that. And this whole format of 4 matches, 2 storylines, none of your titles mean anything. What's the point? Like Cody Rhodes is the first one to induct himself into the Royal Rumble, and Jey Uso did it, and this guy did it, and it's just like, you're gonna eventually have someone win it. But right now, you're making it seem like Cody's about to win this shit, and it's a turnoff. It is a fucking huge turnoff. Like, what's the point? You're gonna redo the same shit over and over again every fucking year to make the Royal Rumble pointless. If the fucking fact that match wasn't phenomenal, no one would give a shit about the Rumble. The same way like War Games now. It's like, you're just throwing shit together. where you could have had a whole year's worth of story to go into War Games to make that shit seem legit. Where didn't I tell you when Nikki Bella was first fucking around with Stephanie? Oh, she's gonna turn her back, and I gave you all the War Games I was looking at, and y'all just threw shit together. You could have had Solo's team in War Game. Nope. You just throw shit together. You're gonna make these shows feel unimportant. WrestleMania now is feeling like, what's the point? What's the point? You know that phrase, giving flowers to people? They got played out real quick. It got played out real quick. Everybody got to get their flowers. Everybody need their flowers, right? But nobody earned them. Nobody earned them. Let me give them the flowers before. Yeah. Now it seems like WrestleMania is for the flowers. It's not to advance. It's not to end the storyline and advance the career. It's just shut up and look. And dude, that's evident to the way Sami Zayn won the Intercontinental title from Gunther WrestleMania. Nothing happened with Sami Zayn. Y'all just immediately put that shit on Braun Breaker. Jey Uso wins the world title at WrestleMania, and you do nothing with Jey Uso. And I told everybody he's gonna be the Big Show. He's gonna be the Big Show, and people were like, what do you mean? When the Big Show was champion, he came out in the beginning of each fucking show, and he had the first match, and it was against nobody. And his run was meaningless and transitional. And what happened? Got people allowed the fucking fans to write on their fucking Twitter boxes and complain about about him. Y'all let people complain about this man when there was nothing. We begged y'all to make him our champion. Y'all let people complain about this. And then what happened? Y'all neglect a group of people because y'all don't see color. So y'all neglect a whole group of people and you start a fucking war with us. Congratulations. You split us down the wrestling company line and now the race line. It's funny. We got a bunch of people who are minorities complaining about other minorities being minorities. Oh, I'm tired of these Samoans. Well, you know what? They were wrestlers, and they still are wrestlers. It's the family's big. You get it. But stop bitching, because who's doing what? After Roman, nobody did nothing. You're complaining about Jey Uso being champion for fucking 3 months, 50 days. And then you're complaining about what? Oh, Jacob Fatu, who was just the United States champion. He didn't even have time to do shit before he got hurt. Now he's coming back. You complaining about Solo, who was supposed to be the next tribal chief, and they just used him to be Cody's whipping boy? You ain't mad at the white man doing all this shit, though. But let's face it. Let's face it. Penta, they have a whole fucking TV show, a whole episode on TV show about him and Paul Heyman praising him. Just go out there and help out CM Punk. Go help out CM Punk. Go fight Dominic so we can make Dominic a heel for Triple R. Go fight a foreigner who's dressed up as a... Go fight a German who's dressed up as a Mexican who's trying to be American. Go fight him. Right? Got all these Samoans. I'm tired of these Samoans. I'm tired of these Samoans. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. How stupid you sound. Tired of what? Tired of what? What'd they do? What'd they do? They lost. All of them lost. You ain't tired of Cody? You ain't tired of Drew? They fought 10 times. And they still finished that one. You're not tired of Seth Rollins and CM Punk? For years they've been fighting each other? You're not tired of that shit? You're not tired of them telling you this is our guy, and then you get behind them, and then they finish it? Even Braun Breaker? Like, yo, what was the point of putting Braun Breaker in that match? What, you just wanted to make a big event? You just wanted to make a big event so that way people tune in like, oh, maybe Braun Breaker's going to win the title. Nope. He's not even going to have an opportunity to look good so he could be in, be there. Because right after that, I'm going to suspend him. Ooh, I wonder who called Adam Pearce to get, this guy unsuspended. What, who? Who? Oh, Triple H? No. He called Nick Khan? No. He called The Rock. What is The Rock gonna do coming? What does that accomplish? You already fucked up. Well, listen. It was gonna be fucked up anyway. So I can't even blame The Rock for John Cena. That was 25 years of fucked up. So listen, that happened perfect. But you already let down the fans coming out last year with your bullshit. And now what? You're gonna tell Adam Pearce to stop suspending Braun Breaker? Okay. Even though there's a connection between Paul Heyman and The Rock due to the Tribal Chief, but he's also about family. I don't know if Paul Heyman got that pull with The Rock, and it wouldn't matter. But The Rock's gonna wrestle CM Punk now? For 4 years, we've been trying to get The Rock to wrestle Roman Reigns. I don't want to see The Rock wrestle CM Punk. I don't want to see CM Punk wrestle anybody. What the fuck? Like, yo, like, let's be serious here. And I know that there's plenty of people that need to report on what happened in wrestling because, it's their job and they work for the company or they want to work for the company or they get people to interview them for the company and they listen, you got all that red tape, that bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. I get it. We don't have that. I can tell you what the fuck what I'm seeing with my own 2 eyes. And all the glory in the world. Come on with this shit. And AEW ain't. I don't know if they're getting better or not. I'm not watching. They lose. They lost me, and it's gonna take something to bring me back. The little shit that I'm seeing here and there isn't bringing me back. I don't want to hear people talk shit about the WWE when you're in another company. Or I don't want to hear the same goddamn promo over and over again. I don't want to see the same match over and over again. And I don't want to see multiple attempts to kill fucking Darby Allin. So I guess that's just not for me right now. I am proud of Willow and her being the tag team champion and the TBS champion. Good for her. She deserved it. The women are doing their thing there. But then, the women are doing their thing in WWE also. But other than that, like, what am I watching? The Undertaker comes out with a quote or statement saying nobody's watching the matches, everybody's doing TikTok, and that wouldn't happen in his generation. And I know me and Hawks was talking about this yesterday about them getting money, because you do monetize your stuff on TikTok and Snapchat and all the other social medias, and we're not opposed to them making money. But also, when you watch the shoot interviews of wrestlers actually telling you what happened or what they used to do, and all, everybody used to say, "Oh, we watched the match before and after us, so that way we look different." He wasn't doing the same thing that they did. And, you know, you hear a lot of wrestlers now on the independent circuit saying the same thing. They don't want to look like the match. They want to look different. They want to stand out. A lot of these matches now looking the same. They're doing the same Canadian Destroyer. They're all doing the same super kick. They're all doing this fucking the backflip off the top rope. What the fuck is the I forgot the name of that shit. The Phoenix, some shit, I don't know. Where they're both on the top rope. The guy doing the move does the moonsault, and the other guy does the somersault. And supposed to do some shit like that. I forgot the name of that move. Tyson, if you're watching, what's the name of that move? But they were all doing that shit. They're all supposedly green. Everybody and their mother's green. Which my shit is like, yo, if Maxine is that green, then why is she in there against Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title? They wanted to look like that. Okay, cool, but that was horrible the way that they executed the shit with Natty. We were watching that shit here, and we called it as soon as we saw Natty. Like, oh, she's gonna cost her the title. She's gonna turn her. Me and Hodge called it. That's what happened. Cost her the title, and then she turned on her. Which I was saying to Hodge, like, wouldn't it make sense if you helped her win and then jumped her after the match so you get a title shot? Like, does Natty not want to be Intercontinental Champion? Do you just want to fight this person? And I'm pretty sure your promo is going to be, you don't deserve to be Intercontinental Champion. I should be Intercontinental Champion, which then will make you think, well, she was going to win the title, so you could have jumped her and cut the line and got a title shot. Why didn't that happen? Or Maxine could have won. She could have asked for a title shot. Maxine could have gave it to her. And when Maxine wins by disqualification because Becky Lynch interferes, then Natty fucking turns on her or some shit. Maybe we get more than 2 weeks out of this story before some shit happens. What about that? Oh, shit, longevity. Longevity. I remember our attention spans are only but an instant. Our attention, we want something new every day. That's why they give us the same shit. Mr. Loki, every Monday Night Raw, is the same old bullshit at the end of every Raw. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. And then when you do try to give us a feud that lasts longer than a week, it's like every match they have ends the feud until the next time we're on TV. Like, what? They're like a soap opera, killing off the characters, and then the twin comes back. It's me. That if a Romeo, it's Romeo. And I loved your mother when he loved your sister. You know, like, and then you can't keep bringing back the fucking twin. Dude, and I don't give a shit what it sounds like that I'm saying, because I've seen way better than this. And I demand way better than this shit. You can't criticize somebody unless you want to see them do better, right? I'm not sitting here shitting on them for the sake of shitting on them. I want them to fucking be better. I want their product that I'm watching to be better. You have such athletes now that have a mind for the business that can't put together a match without spots and run into their spots and fucking up their spots. You reformatted Raw because it was too many commercials. I was saying that shit ever since we started. Like, holy shit with the commercials. Then it got worse when they went to Netflix. Netflix said, we gonna get ours. We gonna get our money back. Shit. I wonder how much Netflix made for the ad revenue just on Raw. Matter of fact, let's look that shit up. That's a fucking good question, Miss Normal Guy. That's a good question. We're gonna have to promote you to question giver. Let's see. How much did Netflix make off the commercials for Raw? While the exact total revenue for commercials for WWE Raw on Netflix is not publicized, disclosed estimates suggest an annual ad revenue can reach $260 million in the United States alone. Part of a 10-year, $5 billion deal. Ad Age reports that 30-second spots cost $14,000 with a package ranging from $160,000 to $3.4 million. So they made about $260 million. They made $5 billion. How much is a quarter of a billion? 250 million. So this year is the first year that we had. They made a quarter of $1 billion on ads alone, just for Raw. So after the 5 years, they make $1 billion off of the ad revenue. That's not even, and that's just this. That's just based off the numbers of this year. If the estimates are correct, they make $1 billion just off ads. Shit, that's not even off of subscribers. None. Let's see the subscribers. All right, Netflix is paying $5 million. Making a major investment in live content rather than. All right, so they don't say, but the deal averages $500 million per year, and they're making half of that just off of ad revenues alone. All right, let's see how many more. How many more subscribers? Following January 6th review, WWE Raw averaged over 3 million views per Netflix per week, with 340 million total views for Raw in its first year, and 525 million hours of total WWE content watched. The premiere drew 4.9 million to 5.9 million global viewers. Okay, so let's see, 3 million viewers per week, right? So let's say that's just 3 million. So 3 million. What's the average cost for Netflix? The average cost for Netflix range $7.99 to $24.99. All right. Let's say $25. 25 $25 a month for 3 million subscribers is what? 75 million subscribers. No, $75 million from the subscribers alone. Right? $25, 3 million. $25 each. So so if it was 1 million, it'd be $250 million. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. I think I'm right, but let me just make sure. We ain't 25. Yeah, $75 million. All right, so $75 million plus $260 million that they get from the ad revenue. That's $335 million for subscriber and ads a year. And they're paying $5 million for Raw for 5 years. Yeah. They're losing 335 million minus 5. That's 65. $165 million a year that they're not getting, that they're losing based off of paying WWE and getting money back. So they're basically paying $165 million a year for Monday Night Raw. If their revenue keeps up. Shit. And the thing, if they actually just wrote storylines and push the fans that we like, how crazy would that be? How crazy is it to sit there and go, oh, everybody loves Penta. All right, let's do something with him. What we gonna do? Oh, let's just make him lose to Dominic. What? People ain't they're gonna like Penta, but when you push Penta and make him something, they're gonna boo him. Good old boys are gonna come out. You took too fucking long with him. Shit, they got the Lucha Bros, a tag team. They're not doing nothing with them. They're not doing nothing with the tag team division. They're not doing with nothing. They're not doing anything with anybody. Shit, man. Another thing that pisses me off, I heard Show was telling me this earlier, that they were saying that Chelsea Green, they see her as a mid card and there to enhance talent, even though she's over and she's one of the best performers out there. She got the fans on her side. The fans, we all love Chelsea Green, but you say she's not Charlotte or Tiffany. Well, that goes to show you again. Another strike of the old school wave shit. Chelsea, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton look like Barbie dolls. Blonde hair, light skin, big tits, acrobatic. They look like Barbie dolls. Those are the ones you want to push. But then Chelsea Green, oh, you don't see her being like, for one, she's not like them, but two, she could be out there. Like she could be your JBL, ravishing, like those wrestlers that are good enough to be champion, but also good enough to make the guy that beats them that much better. Look at what she did with Selena Vega when Selena Vega won the title. It's like, oh shit, Selena Vega's the new United States champion. And you did nothing with Selena Vega afterwards. Like you literally did nothing, and you gave it back to you gave it to Julia, which that you did less with her, and she's coming from NXT, and everybody loved her in NXT. You put her with this other girl, and I don't know what the fucking dynamic between them are. And now, yeah, just give it back to Chelsea Green. What up, Loki? What up, Leon? Not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just give it back. Like, bro, you don't have a plan for anybody. You didn't even have a plan for Cena. Let's stop. Let's not get this shit twisted. If you had a plan for Cena, then his whole bad guy run would have been smoother. That felt like a bumpy in the road. Like me and Ray had those discussions. Like, you're telling me you couldn't give R-Truth 2 more matches. You wasted John Cena with Dominic 1 match, 1 appearance. Like, you couldn't give R-Truth another match. There was plenty of times you just showed up and just started talking, but you didn't do nothing. So you got no plans for these people. You just do shit. This reminds me of talking about the Jets. Why would anybody want to be a Navy diver? Holy shit. You're pissing me off, Leon. Pissing me off. Leon, did you know about Saturday Night Main Event before they announced that Rhea and Io were going to defend their title against Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez? Did you know that? Because I know normal guy didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know that Saturday Night Main Event is this Saturday. Saturday Night Main Event is this Saturday. And all of a sudden, now we got some matches that just so happen to be put together in a week. See? Look. They just threw those matches together in a week. It looks like a good card on paper. But we got a fatal 4-way match, which Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, and Damian Priest are fighting for the number 1 contendership for the WWE Championship. Who do you think is going to win this fucking match? I don't see Trick Williams winning it, but I can see the other 3 winning it. Who do you want to see him wrestle? You want to see him wrestle Damian Priest, who just finished a rivalry that no one knew, like that no one saw happen? No one saw that rivalry happen. That rivalry was legit. Oh, we're going to put together some matches and hope for the best. Yeah, they had the ambulance match and the street fight and all that other shit, and that was all on SmackDown. No one was sitting there going, "Oh, that shit good. This boy's good," because it didn't happen in any of the premium live events. If you don't watch SmackDown because you think SmackDown sucks, why are you gonna watch? What makes you give a shit about them wrestling each other? You know what I'm saying? What would make you give a shit about them wrestling? SmackDown is the best wrestling program on TV. You talking about actual wrestling or best show? Because it could have some of the best wrestling on it, but like I said, none of that wrestling leads to anything, and none of it culminates in a PLE. The best show. You know what? I'll give you that, because even Raw sucks. At least for the WWE, even Raw sucks. But let's be honest with you, Leon. How much better would SmackDown be, or how much more anticipated would you watch SmackDown if they had at least 2 or 3 matches in the PLEs? All the matches in the PLEs are Raw and Cody Rhodes. That's what all the matches in the PLEs were. And when Cody Rhodes is going to have a match on a PLE, he shows up on Raw. The tag team division's fucking non-existent. They had Carmelo Hayes and this dude wrestling for the United States Championship, which I honestly believe Triple H, Carmelo Hayes should have been United States Champion way before than he won it now. And it was bullshit that they did that shit. That's Triple H's fault. Yeah, it is. A lot of this shit is Triple H's fault. A lot of people like to fucking protect Triple H, saying shit about TKO or all that shit. It's like, nah, man, you was given the keys to the castle, and you're too busy trying to tell shit what's happening backstage, so you look better than giving us shit on stage. I don't care what if you go, oh, Io could say what the fuck, because look how cute she sounds when she says it. Look how cute she look when she says it, and she's even saying, yeah, because she's Asian. I don't give a fuck about that. The PLEs are way too short. But remember, this is the excuse. We don't have an attention span. Our attention span is small. It's like, oh, who wants to sit through 8 to 10 matches? We do. We had no problem sitting for that long. The only time we ever had a problem is when you go to Grand Slam and you watch fucking Dark, you watch Dynamite, you watch Collision, and you watch fucking a special episode of Rumble or Rampage when it happened. Yeah, shit you not. We're at the show for 5-6 hours. At one point, it's like, all right, yo, bro, how many shows are you recording here? It was entertaining, but after a while, it's just, but you're not going to get that, oh, after a while, it just sucked, or you're not going to remember. If the matches were good, we remember them. Shit, how many times you hear us talk about matches that happened in the fucking 80s? In the 90s and early 2000s? We still remember those matches. If they were good, we will remember them. Especially that week or the day of and shit. I hate this fucking 5-match PLE shit. Because it still takes 5 hours to watch the shit. It starts at 7 and it ends at 11:45. Like, come on, man. Why is it that these PLEs don't mean shit anymore? It's always about keeping the story going. And your fucked finishes and everybody runs in this and everybody runs in that. And you're like, oh, that's storytelling. Like, yeah. It's not the storytelling that we want. And we don't want it, not because it's not a good idea. We don't want it because you literally did it the match before. You literally did it the match before. You thought just because we put an extra long commercial in before this match that we were going to forget? No, bro. The fuck? Shit, and the PLE for Monday Night Raw right now is what, 4 matches. It's 3 matches. It's the women's tag team match, Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu, and the Fatal 4-Way for the number 1 contendership of the WWE Championship. This was 3 matches for the Saturday Night Main Event. And we don't have the attention span for this shit. That's just ridiculous, bro. That shit is ridiculous. Did you watch the Unreal show, Leon? I didn't watch it. I just saw some stuff about like Chelsea Green and all that. It's crazy, bro. We don't have any more wrestlers. Now we just have brands. We're gonna see advertisements on this shit just like the UFC. It's on the mat Now we're gonna see it on their fucking tights. Watch. Watch. Rhea Ripley's gonna come out with a fucking emo energy drink fucking advertisement on her ass. Bailey's gonna be the fucking wacky inflatable arm wrestling man. They're gonna fucking sponsor her and shit. That's just that's just ridiculous. I'm starting to not give a shit. We watched the Royal Rumble 1991. This is where Sergeant Slaughter lost his won the World Championship, and the Ultimate Warrior lost the title to him because of Randy Macho Man Savage. Bro, Show likes to send us matches from back in the day and realize what we meant by timing and telling a story and oh shit, that shit was dope. You watch the Sergeant Slaughter versus the Ultimate Warrior match, and you see how smooth it was, the transition from the Ultimate Warrior throwing Sherry out of the ring. Macho Man catches him. Sergeant Slaughter hits the Ultimate Warrior. The ref is being distracted by Sergeant Slaughter, and immediately, once the ref turns his back, Macho King smacks him with the saber and runs out of the arena. And then Sergeant Slaughter pins him. 1, 2, 3. Ultimate Warrior runs out of the arena after. What up, Hassan? I guess what I watched TNA Wrestling Genesis Fallout on ABC Now. Nice. When was that? They're showing is that their pay-per-view? Or is that just the name of the event that they gave? Are they naming their Genesis Fallout? Is that their weekly show or? Because I haven't been watching TNA also. And I mentioned the timing of Macho Man and the Warrior and all that because even watching it now, it brings me back to when I was a kid and watching it for the first time. Oh, nice. How was it? And let's see what happens. Oh. Are you talking about you know what? We'll be all right. Yeah, so you see that, and then throughout the night, the Ultimate Warriors chasing them down. They're running. We don't get that shit nowadays. Yeah, we get Raquel beating up Stephanie 2-3 times, which is cool. I mean, we get to see them. That's fine. But then we get a lot of talking. And it's not even intriguing anymore with Paul Heyman. You might want to pick up that call. You see him texting. Who's texting? We speculating The Rock. Who do you guys think Paul Heyman hit up that called what is this guy's name? The Raw GM. I don't know why I want to call him Adam. Or Randy Spears. What the fuck is his name? Adam Pearce. Wow. You gotta forgive me. But yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy that it's not even interesting. Shit. Would y'all be interested in The Rock coming back for this storyline? Help Paul Heyman? Where it makes no sense because The Rock is family with the tribal chief, and Heyman screwed over his family and smacked Cody because Cody insulted his family. Would y'all be cool with that? I'm not interested in that shit. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. Shit. But since I'm gonna be the only one on today, I'm gonna do y'all the favor. I'm gonna do my quick predictions. Saturday night main event. Because I already did my little rant. And then we're gonna call it a night. Because as you can see, I'm tired. Mr. Loki, Return to Silent Hill was trash. Just go play the original game, then go see the film. Wait, Return to Silent Hill is a video game, or is that did you go watch a movie? That's a movie. Shit. This shit look trash when it looks like he's holding a coffin vagina on his face. Shit. It's a movie. Yo, Mr. Loki, that shit look like the shit that is on this dude's head looks like a fucking Venus flytrap vagina coffin. Yeah, man. We was Mr. Loki. I was about to call it a night. I'm over here falling asleep while we ain't got nobody else coming. But let's just do the quick predictions. Yeah, maybe y'all could help me out. Liv and Roxanne versus Rhea and Io Sky for the women's tag team championship. I honestly think Rhea and Io are gonna win that match, or they're gonna retain the title somehow. And I wouldn't be surprised if Roxanne cost them the match because Stephanie interferes or some shit. Because, they need to tell the story between Roxanne, Liv, and Raquel and Stephanie more than the tag team shit. So that's my opinion. I think Rhea and Io are going to win that match. Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes, I think is going to be another Saturday night main event where Cody Rhodes gets a fuck finish. And Drew probably is going to interfere with both of them. And then the fatal 4-way match. I'm torn between Sami Zayn and Damian Priest. There's only 3 matches on the card. But I'm torn between Sami Zayn and Damian Priest. Because I think they might do something with Damian Priest after the shit he did with Aleister Black. But it seems like they always love to do this fucking underdog shit with Sammy. So they might not be done with doing that shit, the same old shit with Sammy. Who's the fucking champion? Drew McIntyre. My bad. Yeah, I don't know. I want to say Damian Priest because just I would rather Damian Priest get a title shot than Sammy, but yeah, that's what I'm going with. Those are my picks. I don't know if you agree with them or not, but those are my picks. Sticking with it, and that was my rant for what the hell's going on. I'm tired. We're gonna call it an early one today. Appreciate y'all coming by. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow for the Toe in the Show show. Let's see. Peace.